YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fatalmon. We are back at it with another versus video. This time I'm going against my boy Gabe and his Branded Dracotail deck. Again, I'm playing Blue Eyes. Man, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how y'all enjoy the video. We gonna lose the die roll again. Y'all used to this on this channel. We go second all day, even though we are not a blind second deck. And even with this game one, I opened no hand traps, which is crazy. So I think my opening hand was Drill Beam, Blue Eyes, Maiden, Engraver, and Wishes. He gonna start off with Cartesia in order to fusion summon. And he's going to get rid of, I believe that's Lucius, as well as Meowns, and go into the Arthalion, which is going to pretty much just add those two pieces back to his hand in order so he can have more fusion material. And then that Lucius is going to allow him to set a Dracotail spell trap, which I believe he's going to go ahead and set that Ketu, which is going to allow him to add. All right, so he gonna link off that Cartesia into the Spirit, and then this is how they get into the Heroic Seals, which I've played against a couple Dracotail decks, and this is the first time they summon that on me. I think this line plays in the nib, but he's gonna go ahead and activate Ketu in order to add, I believe that's Pan, and he just needs that for the fusion material. And then he opened the Femina already, it looks like, which is gonna allow him to fusion summon. Again, using that Meows and then using that Pan, and then he's going to go ahead and summon into, I believe that's Gloomel, which is pretty much just like Titan, which lets him pop anytime he activates a spell or trap or a monster effect. So he's going to go ahead and summon the next fusion by, once he set that Ratu off of that other Draco spell because he used it as fusion material. And then he's going to go ahead and fusion summon into another Arthalion, which is just pretty much to set that flame and set up standard board. So he's going to pass his turn with flame sets, which go ahead and negates face up spell of trap. He got seals. He got the pop fusion material monster. And then he's going to go ahead and add Femina back with that Dracotail monster in graveyard. So he got a guaranteed fusion summon on my turn, y'all. I drew into a load, which wasn't bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and just bait this. I'm going to activate this load because I know he's going to negate it. Already got Drill Beam in hand. This is how we win in games, y'all. We just baiting stuff. We just making our opponent activate stuff for no reason. So he's going to go ahead and activate Flame, negate the load, which is obviously cool with me. And then he's going to draw a card. So I know he got Femina and then two random cards in hand at this point because he just went ahead and drew. I'm going to go ahead and activate Engraver. At this point, I probably could have just Drill Beam Heroic right away. But for some reason, I just didn't Drill Beam it. So I'm going to go ahead and add the track. And then he didn't have Dro, which is cool. So activate track. That's going to pitch the Luri. So I'm just trying to narrow down like what hand traps could he have in hand. He didn't have Dro. He could have an Ash here. So this is what I mean with the Fiendsmith card. This is just going to bait so much. I'm going to activate Luri, and I'm just trying to see if he's just going to activate the seals. He's not going to activate it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Requiem. Requiem on summon effect immediately in order to special summon. Again, no Ash Blossom here, so I'm like, okay, do we got like a Ghost Bell or a Ghost Ogre? Maybe he drew into an Imperm. But I'm gonna go ahead and Drill Beam, so he can't, go ahead and bounce my my summon off of the Requiem. So I'm gonna just go ahead and change Drill Beam. I'm thinking he's gonna get rid of the load, but he actually bounced his own fusion summon back to hand. He bounced the Arthalion back to hand. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and summon the Engraver, and again, I'm not going to go ahead and summon the Lacrima because I just want to be able to go straight into Caesar off rip. So I summon the Engraver, and then off Seals, shocked to me, this man summoned Albaz and fusion my stuff off. So I'm like, that's one less body on board, which is crazy. He summoned the Albion, the branded fusion monster. And then he's going to go ahead and get banishes Albaz, and then I believe a Dracotail monster from the graveyard. I can't remember what he banished, but that's going to go ahead and allow him to summon Sanctifier, which is crazy. I didn't know what he was planning on doing with this, but I'm like, yeah, dang, that card is kind of crazy. But he discarded a card, and I believe he discarded a Dracotail card, which is great. So at this point, I'm like, okay, he still got the fusion summon, the Falmina in hand, and I'm just checking graveyard to see, what could he summon back. So Fiendsmith cards is baiting stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Engraver, shuffle back this Lurie to summon, and then beholds to me, he locked me out of summoning. I'm thinking he about to summon my Engraver, but now he actually summoned Spirit to my field, and then looks like he summoned some Dracotail monster to his, but basically since he summoned Spirit, I can't summon Engraver, so it just fizzled because I'm locked in the dragons. And then he summoned the Dracotail monster that lets him add, and because he did that, the Glugamel is going to allow him to pop that Spirit. I'm thinking he did that because he don't want me to summon Blue Eyes, because he know I got Blue Eyes in hand already. Man, I'm about to break this board with straight engine, bro. No hand traps. My only board breaker was Drill Beam, which is engine, but I'm gonna go ahead and activate Maiden, because I'm like, what other interactions can this dude have? I'm going to activate Maiden. Maiden is going to go ahead and place True Light. And at this point, bro, I am cooking. I'm about to bait the mess out this, man. So I'm like, I know he's trying to pop something, and I got wishes in hand already. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead. My only choice, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and activate True Light in order to go ahead and set wishes. And I bet he popped this card. I know he going to pop this card. And beholds, this man on set of wishes, he activate this Famina. Famina is gonna allow him to fusion summon, so he's gonna go ahead and get rid of that last monster in hand, along with the Albion, in order to summon out a fusion I never seen, the Regis, which pretty much allows him to banish any one of my cards on field. And I'm like, okay, I knew the pop was gonna be coming. I just didn't know where the pop was coming from. Again, since he fusion summoned a Dracotail in hand, he's going to be able to set, I believe that's the Ketu or the Raihu, which is the fusion summon. But just like I thought, he banished his wishes. Then I'm like, okay, as long as this ain't an Ash Blossom in hand, I should win this game. So I wishes pitch Blue Eyes, and he's super shocked. He did not know that I had wishes in hand already. So I think he was, man, Gabe cool, man. He was just shocked with this play style, man. He got baited for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Roar, grab Sage, all this, and I ain't even normal summon yet. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Sage. I low-key should have grabbed Maiden, but I'm going to go ahead and grab Veiler. I'm going to go ahead and link that Sage off, standard Blue Eyes play, go into the Spirit. Spirit is going to add. Activate Mausoleum. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate Spirit to summon Blue Eyes from Graveyard. And then I'm like, dang, what he got in hand? Because he reading the cards. So I'm like, oh, he probably got a Ghost Bell in hand. That's got to be like the last card in hand. That's how you win. You just got to think a couple plays ahead of your opponent. And just think about, okay, well, what cards could I lose to? What cards could he have in hand? Because he's thinking about something, but he let this fly. So I summon Blue Eyes. I attempt to summon his Maiden. And then he gonna Ghost Bell the Maiden. And at this point, I'm like, man, I should have searched Maiden because I could have additional normal summon, field spell, target Maiden, and then got an extra body. But it don't matter anyway. I'm going to go ahead and activate Wishes. Wishes going to, equip Neo, summon out Tyrant. And then I'm going to go ahead. I don't have any traps engraved anyway, but it don't matter. I'm going to go ahead and activate Roar, summon out Blue Eyes. I tweaked here because I actually should have went ahead and activated Mausoleum to dump Blue Eyes to boost up my Tyrant. But it didn't matter anyway. So I summon Blue Eyes off Roar, normal summon Veiler, and then go into Spirit. It's pretty much is going to make sure I can negate anything in Graveyard. And then I can just clear up his entire board. So attack over everything. Again, if I had Mausoleum, target Tyrant to dump Blue Eyes, I would have boosted up by 800. But, I mean, it don't really matter. Spirit going to attack. And then this play, man, goated. I told y'all about this in the deck profile. In phase, he's going to go ahead and try to activate Albion effect to add because it got the branded fusion. And then I'm going to negate that with Spirit. Resolution, this is the play I told y'all about that comes up. I activated Drill Beam early in the turn. I'm going to tag out Spirit, go into Lightstorm, pop his only follow-up because he got no cards in hand. Lightstorm pop it, in phase, Lightstorm dies, and then reset Drill Beam. I told y'all about this in the deck profile, man. This play comes up. This is why y'all cannot take out Lightstorm. He reading it like, what? You can reset Drill Beam? Yes, bro. So he on top deck mode. He got no cards in hand. So this Drill Beam gonna put in work. Draw phase, activate True Light, bring back Blue Eyes. And then I'm going to just Drill Beam whatever this man play. He ain't got no cards because that Lightstorm blew up his back row. And of course, Summon Maiden. And at this point, man, it's over with. I'm pretty sure, yep, I got this game. And I knew I had this game once I got rid of all those bodies off board. So, yep, he scooped. And then we're going to go into the next game from here. And then against Dracotail, I'm going to be siding. What I want to bring in is obviously I'm playing Retaliating Seas, so I want to bring in those Retaliating Seas. I put in a Harpies, and then I believe I also even put in Triple Tactics Thrust. And then the cards that I'm taking out are, of course, the 2 Nib. I believe I might take out like 1 Engraver. And I can't really think of like what other cards I take out at this point. So yeah, those are the cards I'm taking out. Oh yeah, I take out a Blue Eyes, and then I also take out an Engraver, and then I take out the Trap card. So those are the 5 cards I take out. And then he gonna go first again this time. And I'm opening Maid, Load, Ash, Talents, and Purge. So this hand is good. This hand is great actually. He started off with Fenrir add. I mean, he opened up really good too, but I ain't gonna lie, my hand was pretty good, was made up for no hand traps the first game. So he Fenrir, and then he's gonna activate Rahu to fusion summon, and then I'm gonna immediately Ash. Man, Gabe goated though. He gonna activate Branded Fusion anyway, which was better. And then he gonna dump Albaz and a Dracotail monster in order to summon Sanctifier off rip. And then the Dracotail monster is going to go ahead and set. I'm already know. I'm like, yeah, he about to go ahead and set Ketu. And I'm like, yep, this is what his Purge going to shine. And then hopefully he ain't got like a normal summon in hand. So he did activate Ketu and then hit him with that Purge. And I'm like, man, I hope this enough and he ain't got these extenders. And then he don't. That's it. So all he end on is Sanctifier and Fenrir. And in my hand, I still have Maiden, and then I also have Tactics, and then I drew into a Veiler, which is crazy. And I got Load in hand too, so I'm going to start off by activating Load. Load is going to go ahead and add the Ether Barrel. And then from here, I'm reading Fenrir because I'm like, I forget with this Tactics, I want to take Fenrir, but I'm forgetting if Fenrir is a use or if it's just a once per turn. Because I'm thinking like I can take Fenrir and then I can use it. Because I know once I normal summon this Barrel, he going to activate Fenrir to banish. So normal summon Barrel. Barrel is going to go ahead and set Drill Beam. And then like I thought, Fenrir is going to go ahead and banish the Barrel. And then I'm not even going to activate Talents at this point because I don't know what else is in hand. And I don't know exactly what he want to do with this Sanctifier at this point. So I'm like, I'm going to hold on to this Talents. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, what could he be doing? I could look at hand or I could just Talents to take. But if I Talents to take, he can just chain. And then if I look at hand and he got Femina already, he can just chain. So I'm like, I'm going to just wait. So I activate Maiden in hand. Maiden is going to place True Light. Yeah, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and activate True Light. True Light is going to go ahead and set Wishes. And I'm just trying to see if he's going to activate anything else. Like at this point, he will have a Femina in hand, which can pop the which can pop the wishes that I just set off True Light, but he didn't. So I'm like, maybe he don't have a Femina in hand. So I wishes to pitch. I'm like, do we got Ash Blossom? I'm just trying to bait anything. I'm like, okay, no Ash Blossom. I pitched a Veiler because that's not needed. And then I added a Sage, and then I also added Roar. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to activate Roar to summon Blue Eyes. I'm not going to activate Load at this point yet because I want to be able to still activate my effects if I, if I bring back this this Maiden, I want to be able to still activate Spirit. But at this point, he Sanctifiers. And then Sanctifier is going to go ahead and bring back the Ash Blossom. And then on that, he Sanctifier bring back the Albaz, and then he Fusion Summon off my Blue Eyes again. And then he summoned that Regis again. So at this point, I'm going to activate Triple Tactics because he only got one card left in hand. So I'm like, I can just take any one of these monsters, preferably I'm going to just go ahead and take the Sanctifier so that I can beat over that Regis. And then at this point, I'm like, if he activates Regis to banish Blue Eyes, I'm cooked because I already sided Blue Eyes out. So I'm only on one Blue Eyes. He makes a big misplay though. And he just banished Load. And this is where him just not being familiar with the game state just cost him. So I just go ahead and take Sanctifier. Sanctifier, go ahead and go into battle, beat over this Fenrir. And again, the Regis got bounced back. So main phase 2, I'm going to go ahead and go into the line of the Light Charmer, summon back his Sanctifier, bro. This play crazy. And he ain't on nothing. I think all he got in hand at this point is just Fenrir, which is, I know because he added the last turn. So I got Drill Beam set, I got Lina, and I got his Sanctifier. I'm cool because I'm going to just go ahead and Drill Beam whatever he summons. And then I could have did a cool play where I could have Lina brought back his Spellcaster monster, and then I could have went into Spirit. Spirit would have allowed me to add to normal summon that Sage in him, but I'm like, I didn't need all of that. So standby phase, go ahead and activate True Light, bring back Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes summon, so Maiden gets summoned. He thought I was activating Sanctifier to summon, but I'm like, nah, I'm activating True Light. He activated the Dracotail monster in Graveyard to try to add a Dracotail back. But I'm like, nah, I'm going to change Sanctifier to that in order to bring back the one that he was trying to add to hand. So I summoned that and then Ash Blossom. And I think he misplayed because he should have summoned Fenrir first before he did any of that. But now he can't even do anything. And then I don't know what he drew into, but that was going to get drill beamed in the first place. So at this point, I give him the Ash Blossom. I'm going to take the whatever Dracotail monster that is. I believe it's Lucius. And then at this point, he know I won the game. He like, yeah, bro, you got it. Ain't nothing I can do. Even if he would have summoned Fenrir first, it would have been over with anyway, because all he would have been able to do is banish the True Light. But man, this is how you beat Dracotail, man. Y'all just got to play strategically. Again, I won game 1 without opening any hand traps, man. So it's really just, you know, baiting your opponent. Like I told y'all, these Fiendsmith cards go crazy. Of course, Drill Beam go crazy, but it's all play style. Man, shout out to my boy Gabe. This is a fun game. Man, Blue Eyes for the win. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see me versus. Of course, I'm going to be beating down on Yummy, so stay tuned to that versus match. Man, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Chains on, got me acting different like my neighbor Cora. Grinding for the moolah, trying to let my light shine. Shout out to my jeweler. Diamonds in the watch, I keep ice like a cooler. Anything more might freeze a brother like he cooler. But I didn't come to flex, came to take the game over.